Senator Schumer for coming here to shed light on this important issue for the city.
Thank you. We'll have our great majority leader of the Westchester County Legislature, who has a very attractive personal strong and inquisitive wife, Ken Jenkins. Strong and inquisitive wife, Ken Jenkins. We'll have our great majority leader of the Westchester County Legislature.
We continue to look to your leadership and the leadership with your colleagues and making sure that we are doing the best we can to bring jobs for the people of not Westchester, not Westchester, not Westchester, not Westchester. We're looking forward to working with the city, working with the developers, working with our partners and our federal partners. But more importantly, something that's so important to all of us is that given urban open space opportunity, making sure we find some space somewhere. Right. We're sure together we're going to find a solution to open up to making sure we find some space somewhere to continue that that the federal government has funded so graciously, but also through our. But more importantly, something that's so important to all of us is that given urban open space opportunity, making sure we find some space somewhere, and we're going to continue to work with our great Senator,
right? Elbridge Gary the first,
Senator
Steiner,
Mayor Stato, and Senator Schumer. I think the council members want to make sure to say something.
Yes, so first we'll have Chuck Lesnick, the president of the Yonkers City Council.
Thank you, Senator. I can't think of anybody I would rather have fighting with me, alongside of me, than Senator Schumer.
As famous as a place of movie scenes.
You know, I'm one of three Chucks here, like Chuck Taylor. We were all born Charles. Now, some people call us Chuck, some people call us Charlie. There used to be a song that the Kingston Trio did in 1960. It was called Charlie on the MTA. They raised the fare from a nickel to a dime. But the MTA is going to know that Charlie is on the MTA, and he's not going to get off the MTA until they give us the land. So I'm here, joined with my council colleagues, Chris Johnson and Mike Sabatino. We're so thrilled that Ron Shemish is taking the time and probably going to use federal tax credits to preserve this building.
The preservation tax credit helps rehabilitate downtowns. We just had up in Washington talking about it, a man named Howard Zemsky who took the old, you ever hear of Larkin soap? It was the center of Buffalo. No more Larkin soap. Using the preservation tax credit, he revitalized downtown Buffalo. It really works.
And this and the one in Port Morris powered the trains, and now it's going to transform the Yonkers waterfront. So we thank you, we thank Ron, and we thank the city and the mayor. And
I say, come to a reasonable price, find a reasonable location, which the city of Yonkers will help you find, but do it quickly. For 6 months, they've gotten basically no answer. We cannot wait that long, as I said. There are a wide variety of sites that the MTA can be relocated without disrupting the service of the 80 public buses in the area. So I'm encouraging them to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement in which affordable and alternative locations can be found. I'm asking them not to just be charitable, but not to ask for such a high price, not to make a lot of money on the deal either, because this is a win-win for Yonkers and for everybody else. People say, well, what am I, a U.S. Senator, doing here when it's a fight between two local agencies? This is part of my job. What is the number one thing that people from one end of New York State to the other ask me to do? Create jobs. We just saw the unemployment rate. Employment went up, but unemployment went up as well in New York City. It's sort of a good thing. More people are moving here, but that means we need more jobs for them. And that's my job. So, I said it once, I'll say it again. It's all too quiet on this portion of the Yonkers waterfront. We're going to hear from then Chairman Jenkins, and then we'll take your questions on this subject and then on any other.
You're watching the WestchesterNews.com.